Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV as we are playing with Great Britain. Alright, so this episode, hopefully we should be declaring war on France. We're just waiting for Austria to finish up their conflict, take whatever they're going to take, and so that we can attack France and get whatever morsels are left. I imagine Austria will probably take some territories around here, around their current lands. So we'll just have to see what's still remaining. They might even free some countries. We'll just have to see. I did want to apologize before we get started, though, for this video being a bit later than I wanted it to be. I was trying to get us back on track today. I really wanted to get us back on track where we'd be releasing the videos in the afternoon rather than in the evening. But today I've just been, unfortunately, stupidly busy. I don't know if you guys recall, I have my car in the shop right now, just lots of problems with that right now, guys. It's been over 30 days now, so I'm now having to pay for the rental car. Started today, actually. I had to start paying for the rental car out of my own pocket, and then just having lots of issues. It seems like the shop might be screwing me over or something, because they've been telling me this whole time that it was my insurance that's been delaying the process. They haven't been approving the extra expenses. But then I find out from my insurance that this whole time, today was the first time after I called them again. I've been talking to them for weeks, that they even put in for a request for, extra expenses. So yeah, they've just been sitting on it. I think they've just been, not working on it. That's what I think. I think they've been lying to me. So yeah, it's a big deal. So I've been on the phone all day, and it just really sucks because rental cars are expensive. So, all right, well, yeah, those are my issues. That's what I'm dealing with. So I'm kind of irritated about that, but nothing like some gaming to kind of step away from your shitty life and, just try not to think about all the crap that brings you down. So let's play some games, guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. We got a new trade good in Massachusetts. We got fur. All right, excellent. How are those colonies doing in Massachusetts? I forgot we had 2 colonies over here. I think we actually have a spare colonist, don't we? No, we don't, but we do have a spare merchant, which I believe we just got from our subject. Yeah, provides us a bonus merchant when in there at least 10 cities, and I want to say that we had just gotten there or something, and we had just gotten that bonus. I could be wrong, maybe we got it from somewhere else, but I think that's where he came from. So now that we have a new merchant, we need to go ahead and start shipping trade. Do we want to ship trade here? It seems like, yeah, some of it's coming over this way. We're not sending any of the trade here back home. You know what? I'm absolutely fine with... Okay, yeah, it's being split evenly here. If we could get a merchant here, we could ship all of that money here. But is that the best way to do it? It almost seems... Let's see. It almost seems like it might be more beneficial to bring it down this way. To put our one merchant up there. I think that's the way we're going to do it, guys. I know that... it's a little bit more money right now, but it won't be here in the future as we colonize this. So this is where we're going to send our merchant. I think this is the best location to do it. We're going to go ahead and transfer trade power here. So it's going to take him 57 days to arrive. That's quite a long time. It is a distance, though. He's got to travel across the Atlantic Ocean, so it's understandable. Got more fur. Excellent. And the colonial governor has died. Okay. And we got a CB against Aragon. Okay, more problems with our rivals. We have the agricultural revolution, so we can now invest in a bigger army, more base tax or manufactories. This is in Sutherland. I just want to take a look at how they are currently looking. All right, I found it. Had to do a search. I could not find it. I don't know why I was thinking it was England. Okay, yeah, that's Sutherland. So we want to look at them. They are 2, 2, and 4. So I think we should probably do base tax or production. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to do production. It's just green. Let's do one base tax. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at what everybody wants here. It looks like there might be a war. Okay, there's this war against France, and I'm going to decline all these. Even though France is an enemy, I am going to accept anybody who's fighting Austria, because Austria is also an enemy. And France is done for, so anybody who can help out in the war against Austria, I think, is more beneficial. So yeah, let's just go and decline all these. You guys aren't going to go through my lands. I don't even know why they would need to. Yeah, there's really no reasons why they'd even need to go into my lands for that. Free advisor slot. Okay, it looks like one of our advisors died. Oh no. And we are too broke to hire anybody. Okay. We could increase our colonial range, not really needed. are we still getting, let me just take a look. I think we're still getting, no, we have all of the ideals here. You know, there's not really anything we got to have the Diplo power for. Let's just save our money up, spend it on other stuff, because, yeah, I don't really need that guy. And, you know, I don't really want to spend for a level 3 guy either. And the amount of Diplo power that we're bringing in right now because of our Monarch having really high Diplo, I think is worth just saving the money for. Let's just sit on it and earn that money. And price of fur changes. Nice, since we do have 2 provinces with fur trade goods now. It looks like Puerto Rico is now changed to sugar. It's slowly getting to the point where it'll be a full province and then be given to our colonial nation here. Conversion successful. Excellent. So, looks like, is that the Reformation Center? Because I think we're working, I don't exactly know where we're working right now. Looks like they're converting all Ireland right now. All right, awesome. Are we still working? We did Ireland. Okay, maybe we're doing up here. If I had to guess, I think that's where we're currently working on. Conversion successful. Excellent. So, that's what we're currently converting. So, let's go ahead and let's do another province that we got from the Scots in our last war with them, which was quite successful. So I had talked last episode about what happened. Whoa, what happened here? Did I send a colonist up here? I guess I did. It just took them a while to get there. Interesting. Natives are losing ferocity. They're learning to accept us as friends. So yeah, last episode we are bringing a lot of trades. We're bringing 2.71. So the other option was to come here and it looks like, I mean, we probably could have brought more money, as I said, if we had sent it here, you know, along this trade route. But if you look at where this one's going, it's going to Bordeaux. So then we have to then bring it to Paris and then bring it to our home province here, while this trade route here goes straight to London. So I think that's the most beneficial way to do it. And yeah, you definitely are seeing a bit more money as well here, which is nice. How are we doing on corruption? Probably spending too much money on it, I bet. I'd be willing to bet. Yep, we are. We don't even have any corruption, and yet we're spending money. So let's go ahead and tick it down so we don't have to spend as much. Do we need to spend anything on corruption? We do not. All right, excellent. So if we were spending anything, we don't need to. Anything else that we're currently like blowing our wad on that we don't need to? 100 something manpower, I think it was. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I have no idea what that thing was. Clearly it wasn't important, right? We now have 505 ducats. Probably should get some buildings, I guess. We'll go ahead and do that here after we finish dealing with this event. Praetorian and Cambridge. It's just the same fucking event over and over and over again. It just seems like that event is always happening. It's just odd. Faster colonists. Do we want to go ahead and get the faster colonists? I think we probably should, but let me just double check. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right, excellent. So our colony should grow quicker. Excuse me. Then we need to get the diplomatic reputation or relations. Excuse me, +1. So we'll have one more relationship, and that'll also give us early industrialization, which will increase our goods produced. Awesome. That'd be helpful. So yeah, last episode, and apparently our diplomats aren't doing anything. We had talked about my problems at the end of last episode, I should say. We had talked about my issues with EU4 and why I had stopped playing it, and it seems that many people agreed what I was saying. And you know, I haven't talked to too many people who don't tend to agree with the same kind of issues that I brought up, whether you like the game or not. I mean, you can still like the game and have problems with it. And I know that Paradox fans can be very dedicated, and sometimes they get a little bit aggressive if you insult their favorite game. So it looks like the war between France and Austria is over. I must have missed that. I don't see what they got. I see one province there, maybe something else, not entirely sure. But the point is that they have been brought down by rebels who they're not doing well. I don't really want to have to fight all these rebels. Lord, maybe we should wait till they collapse. And what would they end up collapsing? Okay, it looks like it's all peasant pretender rebels. Okay, so they might have a new monarch. Okay. Yeah, I kind of feel like we should wait until this. We would have to fight all these armies, man. That's a lot of armies to fight. Much larger than my 25,000. I have to bring the other 25,000 over here, which is not desirable. So yeah, I don't know that we're going to declare war just yet. I want to, but I don't want to fight all those damn rebels, man. That's a lot. Why are we going to destroy their rebel problem for them? Did we ever build up our ships here to 25? I don't think we did. I hope he didn't. Oh yes, that's right. We had decided that it was more important to get our ships upgraded. And I think we had done these guys. Yes. So now we need to do them. And it's going to cost 756. So that's what we're going to save up for, to get our fleet fully upgraded. So they're no longer out of date. Lack of protection? Let's just do, they need to adapt. Yeah, we'll do that. Truce has expired. Oh no. Alright, they're no longer transferring trade power to us. That'll definitely affect us, and we're just getting shitty fish over there. So that's a shame. How are we doing on our colonies right now? Alright, we've got 4 going, so we need to wait until we get some of these done. I don't really want to spend all my money on colonies. We could, of course, but I don't want to. So conversion successful. Excellent. So we've converted them. So what we're going to do before we find somebody else to convert is we're going to unmothball these guys and then upgrade all of these ships. And then we'll let them get up to 25% before we mothball them again. So what did I want to do here? Yes, convert more provinces. Let's go and convert another Scottish province. And we can now invest in military technology. And they're just kind of stacking up right now. So there's not really any reason not to. It gets us new stuff, and we're going to be going to war with France. Oh, right now. Looks like they are no longer... Yeah, okay, we'll do that. That'll get us innovativeness, of course. We need to go ahead and change our units up. We're going to change up to... We can do free shooter infantry. Or we can do the tercio infantry, which is the Spanish formation. We're going to do free shooter, I think. Like I said, I've just kind of been role-playing on which one we pick. And I think we're going to go and do free shooter. Often I like to go for the ones that have more fire and stuff when it comes to infantry, but as you can see, the fire is exactly the same here. And the main difference is whether they deal more offensive shock or take more offensive shock. And so with morale. Basically, the free shooters are the offensive, all the tercio is the defensive, and we're going to go with offensive here. And like I said, I think having the Gaelic free shooters would be more better roleplay-wise. So, can we declare war? We don't have any diplomats, but I think we should be able to declare war once we have a diplomat. I guess with this guy here, you know, what we're going to do is we're going to stop building the spy network here. And then we're going to go, and this is why I don't like having all of them busy, because then I'm like wanting to use them and I can't, and I got to pull them out. It's just a pain, even if it's not efficient. So we could have them join us in this conflict, and I think we will, but we're not going to promise them any lands. If I give them lands, it's out of my own goodwill, and it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to give them lands. We'll just see. We're going to use the favors, though. It seems that Milan and Portugal will not join us, unfortunately. That's a shame. And which one do we want to mark as the key province that we're attempting to take? I didn't really look at that yet. Let me just see which one. I think it makes it cheaper war score wise. So because war score is based on development, you want to go with the one with the most development. So let me just take a look here. And obviously one that we definitely want, which we want that one. So if we do have a claim, so that's the one we are going to go after. Just like that. Oops. Just clicking on all kinds of stuff. So let's go and confirm. Declare war. And I know we're not ready yet, but I'm not at all worried about the French. I bet they don't even have an army. And I just wanted to get the war started. So let's go ahead and get a new military commander. Oh, we made Richard III our commander. I didn't actually mean to do that. My bad. That actually makes him more likely to die. Just making him a commander makes him more likely to die. So I really didn't want to do that. That was my bad, because they get a second tick. They get the tick as if they're treated. They're treated as if they're a general. So they get that death tick, and then they get the ruler death tick as well. So you don't want to do that for the most part. I mean, it is a nice free general and stuff, and if he's really good, I mean, some kings that make excellent generals, but you got to be aware that it's going to result in your guy dying sooner. So I don't think we're going to put him in charge, because that makes him even more likely. I think the reason, I just clicked on the first button I saw, wasn't paying attention. I wanted to recruit a general, but we can't do that because we don't have any military power. So we will put Richard in charge for now, I suppose, just in case he does run into a battle. We'll at least have somebody commanding. And where are their fortifications? They don't have any forts all throughout this territory. Interesting. So I think we're just going to go ahead and grab it up. Obviously, we do want to go and get the fort there. But let's just wait. Let's grab these provinces first, because I don't know if they'll give them to me. Ooh, shit. What happened? Oh, we got into a battle here. We won, though. So luckily, we have this ship already not mothballed, so we can bring them out to fight the French ship if need be, the French Navy. These guys should be going home. They keep getting unclicked. Go home during war, my friend. All right, so they're going to go home, and these guys will repair, and then we'll probably use them to help us out here. Not so much against the French Navy, but more against that fortification there. And we can go ahead and bring the speed down as well. Things just be flying when you're at that speed. So we'll go ahead and grab these provinces along the border here. It looks like they're going to go take that fort, which I'm absolutely fine with. I don't care who takes the fort. I mean, they'll give us the fort, I'm sure. And we have occupied this province. Excellent. Let's go ahead and I'm going to take all these ones on the border here. And there's no forts to flip them back over, so we'll just grab them up. And then we'll go after that fortification. All right, so we had another fort that has been taken. Oh, one of our forts was taken. That's right, because we weren't, because we weren't paying for it. So now we're gonna have to take our own damn fort because a couple thousand men took it from us. That's awesome. Well, that's fine. It's fine. I'll let them do their thing. I'm not worried about it. I don't think they're gonna be able to produce 25,000 men, honestly, to be able to challenge us, let alone with our allies. And of course, we can always bring another army over. France is incredibly weak, so I'm not at all worried about them. I just got my army just standing here, not doing nothing. That's not smart. All right, so we're going to take these 3 provinces, and plus we're getting a bit of loot from that too. And then we'll come over here and take this fortification, and then we'll get our fort back after that. But I want to get this ticking war score going up, so that we can try and get as much as we possibly can. All right, so, no, I don't want... Why can't you just go... I'm sorry for smacking the desk. Why can't you go? You cannot. All right, he's got to take that fort first. Wasn't that a damn shame? Yeah, that is a real shame. We're just going to have to wait. So what we'll do is we'll just take over the whole north here while we wait for him to get that province for us. Yeah, that's the best way to do it, I think. So we'll just take all this over. And that'll be less provinces that he'll be able to build from. And he doesn't have much troops anyway. Currently has 6,000 men from what I'm seeing. There might be some more down here. But remember, they just had those rebels. They had the war with Austria. I'm sure they're not doing very well, honestly. So let's grab these provinces. Look, our legitimacy, 100, prestige 71. We are doing pretty good. Power rejection 68. I mean, everything's looking really good. Our country is in a very stable position right now. Couldn't be better, honestly. So they're getting a water shortage there, so they're gonna have it in no time. So let's go and go over here. I'm starting to see a lot more troops here. It's probably good that we're right around here, floating around this province, just in case they attack that 13,000, since it does look like they could outnumber them now. And it looks like he's going to go straight over and take the fort. Well, if he wants to take all the forts, that's fine with me, and I will bounce around and attack these armies. I mean, if that's the way we want to do it, I don't really care. It looks like we will get a battle here. It's going to be a big battle, the biggest battle that we're going to get in this war, probably. And why am I losing this? Was my morale not up yet? That looks like that was the case. I didn't notice that. All right. Yeah, I thought my morale was all the way up. Apparently it wasn't. Oh, shit. I forgot I turned that off. Oh, see, this is why I like keeping that on. Because otherwise I will forget. I will absolutely forget to raise my morale. And that's one of the best things about that button, which is why I didn't want to turn this off. But I don't want them turning the forts back on. So it's like, why can't we have 2 check marks here? So that's why the fuck my army lost. Makes perfect sense. So we took a bunch of casualties that was completely unnecessary to take those casualties, but I forgot we had to tick that off. Yeah, it's just a shame because, I mean, I know it's like simple mechanic here, like, oh, if you go to war, you should probably pay your troops, you know? It's pretty, I remember when they first added that on there, and I was like, what do we need that for? I mean, because I was so used to turning my maintenance on. For me, it wasn't an issue to remember to turn my damn maintenance on. But I've become so dependent on it, and it is nice to have that because, yeah, you don't have to think about it. So, yeah, I can see why people like having the button, and it's a nice addition. But if I have to turn it off because they turn forts on, then yeah, it's a useless little button, man. So I don't like that. I wish they'd make 2 separate buttons, one for forts and one from, oh, really? Shipbuilding problems? That's a shame. All right, well, our ships are done. Let's go and bring them out here so that we can help out on this fortification here. And these guys are still patrolling around. I didn't turn them off. You know what? I don't think we need to turn our ships off. Where are these guys? You don't need to turn them off. They're not going to do anything. I ain't worried about them. Let's get our trade going. We need the money. Okay, so these guys are back, 25,000 men, and they have full morale this time. So we should be able to get it done. Looks like they might have defeated them already. If they're moving that province, we won't have to do it. Let's just go to Anjou and see where they're going. Maybe they'll take the province for us. That would be desirable. They'll take care of that, and then I'll just bounce around and take all the other provinces. It looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. So let's just go ahead and grab these provinces up. We'll come get our fort here in a minute. We'll kind of make our way down there. Though I don't think we'll be able to pass through here. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to see. We're going to try and get war score as high as possible. So there's still 12,000 men sitting around. All right, so we'll have to deal with those guys here very, very soon. We have now occupied that province. So let's go ahead and go over here, and our colony has become self-sustaining. Excellent. That's in Massachusetts. It seems that we have battled them here, battled their fleet here, and destroyed 3 of their ships, including 1 heavy ship. So that's excellent. We didn't capture any of them, though. That's fine. As we took that province, they had to come out here. So hopefully the same thing will happen there when we destroy that fortification. So we can now turn this into a state. Is that something that we want to do, though? Because isn't it? Yeah, you don't want to do that anyway. Because yeah, it's going to become a colonial. Yeah, we're not going to do that. So mission fulfilled. I think you don't have to do that. Maybe I'm mistaken. So which mission did we fulfill? We have discovered the Americas. The subjects own at least 1 fully colonized province in the colonial Eastern America region. Okay, so what does this do? It'll gain us a conquistador. All right. Well, I don't want the conquistador just yet. We are busy, and I don't want to waste him. So let's not get him yet. So I want to get a fully realized colony over here before we start working on Africa. So we will need at least 2 more provinces here. So let's go ahead and find 2 neighboring provinces. We can't do that one, unfortunately. We have a development 6 here and development 5. So really, that's the best one. So let's go and colonize right there. Okay, so they're going to work on that. And it's going to take them a while for that colonist to get there. We're going to continue our invasion of France here. Conquest of France, I should say, would be a more proper term. But yeah, a lot of people agreed what I was saying, and most people, when I talked to them, like I said, they do agree that the game has issues that would do well to be fixed. I'd like to see fixed. And there we go. He has snatched that. Excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and continue taking their provinces here. This will also result in us destroying their navy because their navy was parked over here. So that's great. And we're going to come over here now because we're going to want to have help when we siege down our fortification. Taking that fortification might be enough, but what I'm kind of trying to do is box in the French army here because I'd like to fight them. Now, I would imagine that they're going to go take one of these 2 forts, so we'll see what they do. Well, we just kind of grab some provinces up. Maybe they'll go down there and fight them. That's the desire. Maybe locate them. Looks like they are going to attack the fort there. All right, so we're going to try and take all their provinces, and then we'll go grab our fortification. They could, if we just go after the fort, and then I'm stuck there, then they can come take all this back, and it's a month per province, and it's just a pain in the ass. I'd prefer to destroy their army first. So we can now get 1 base production for a cost of 5 legitimacy. That is nothing. Let's do that. Is definitely worth it. Legitimacy is always something you tend to have plenty of in vanilla. Yeah, as I said, a lot of people do seem to have, issues with the game, and the random events, the one that most people have the most problems with. One of the interesting things is apparently Paradox believes you guys love the random events. I think they are under the assumption that people like them or something, because they actually have a system you'll find in the coding. It's in the on action file, I believe, and you'll see that it's set to fire at least 1 random event, might be 2 per year. So like I think it's 1 per year. So you have to get these random events. So they think people really like them, and like we got to make sure that you always get the events per year. You get 1 at least. So we can go in and get the recruitment time up. Is that really something we want to do? Let me just take a look. This is our Diplo ideals, and I just want to see where we're at here. Well, I don't want to fall behind. We're at 15%. We're behind in admin tech as it is, so I think we're just going to go ahead and save that. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we'll do. We'll save it until we get enough to get the next technology. Just taking a look how much that's going to cost us. It's going to be 660. All right, well, that's not too bad. We'll wait a little bit and get that done. All right, so we're going to continue taking provinces here. We're almost there, and I'm just looking for that damn army. There's somewhere around here. Let's see if we can't go here. We can. I don't know if we can go here, or if we'll be blocked or not. I think we can. Is that the army? Where's the rest of them? Are they not in French territory right now? Because, yeah, there's really not much of an army here. Yeah, that's 2,000. I could have swore I saw 12,000 bouncing around somewhere, but whatever. Alright, so we have to go this way. Alright, we'll just take all these damn provinces then. We're at 77%. Minorities flock to Casco. Probably pronouncing that right. I'm sure it's not like Costco, like the store. It's Casco. This is gonna change the religion to No, 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 no. No, they're not part of our colony. I'm not gonna let them change the religion. No. Alright, so the natives have assimilated, so that has resulted in improving some of our manpower situation here. We got 2 colonies that are about to become full provinces. We have finished the conversion of another province. Let's go and take care of this final one here in Sutherland. It's going to take a very long time. Alright. Yeah, it's going to be quite a while. Delayed salaries. So this is that for those elite troops that we have. Yeah, we'll pay them, I guess. That's a lot of manpower to lose, man. That's a bummer. Alright, well, whatever. Luckily, this isn't like a serious war. I mean, I know it's France and all, but let's be honest, it's not a serious war. There is some Catholic zealots that are attempting to take one of those forts. We don't want that, so we're going to have to go fight them. That's a damn shame, man. I don't want to have to fight them. So we'll go ahead and grab up this province and destroy that French army, and then we're going to go get our fortification because it's the main thing affecting our war score. Of course, when we grab that up, we might already be at 99%. We'll just see. We're going to go and grab this, and then we'll head over there and see what we can do war score-wise. But yeah, pretty easy, really easy war, guys. This did not take very long at all. It looks like they're going to go get that fortification for us. Excellent. I think. Maybe not. All right. Maybe they're going to go deal with that army, which I prefer that they did that. It looks like we now have the 99%. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and take my fort back anyway and grab up all these provinces. I want that one taken too, just in case I decide to take it. And it looks like we'll get to destroy their army again, so all good things. It looks like we could pull Portugal in the war, but absolutely not necessary. Oh yes, I wanted to get another general. So let's go ahead and do that. We can't, because we're in hostile territory. Never mind, we'll have to wait until we get... I guess there's no reason to now. The war's over. Alright, well, whatever. Looks like the king led his men this time. The 70-something-year-old king. King Richard III. I think he's King Richard III, right? That's who we have now? Yes, King Richard III. Colonial ventures. So we can invest in the naval force, or abandon the ideal of naval supremacy. Why would we do that? Nah, we'll do this. Okay, excellent. So both of these provinces, or colonies, have become provinces. Excellent. So that's going to give us 2 colonists, or maybe just 1 colonist. Apparently we're just going to get 1 colonist. All right. So what we're going to need to do is go ahead and task them to another one here, because we have 4, and we need 1 more. So that's 6. I guess that we're going to have to keep on coming down here towards the south. I need to get a army over here. Probably just an army of maybe like 5,000 men. I would hope that that would be enough. It's really hard to say how many troops these guys have. Probably not 5,000. They're behind in tech. So I think like 5,000 men roaming around in that colony would probably be enough, though they might be able to defend themselves if we get that built up quick enough. I'm just worried one of those tribes will attack us and destroy our colonies. I don't know. I guess we'll wait. We'll wait and see what happens there. And if we lose the colonies, we lose the colonies, right? I guess that'd be pretty stupid. And we'll be thinking back on this situation, regretting it. So yeah, I just want to take these here just because I want to. We don't need to. Will we renew our war taxes? No. No, that's fine. We'll pay for the army. Yeah, we'll pay for them, because right now military power is more important than money. So they'll take these 2. We'll take this one. As I said, it doesn't take very long, so I think it's worth it, just so they know when they end it that they didn't do anything. I just don't want them to be like, well, we do hold your provinces, but no, you don't. You don't hold shit. So we can get more tariff value from the English West Indies, or we can try and get some power. Yeah, let's get tariffs. More money in that particular case, because that's a long-term thing. Well, the other one was just a short-term. So we're thinking the long-term, guys. So I believe that these guys colonize on their own, don't they? Don't the colonial powers like start colonizing by themselves? I don't really remember. But I want to say that they do. I could be mistaken. But yeah, it'd be really nice if they start colonizing some shit so that we can get more of the Caribbean under our control without us having to do it. It does look like we have a bunch of shit that just popped up, so let's go and take care of it. We have a new technology. This is what we're waiting on, the early modern administration. It's just 3 more states. It doesn't really help us much in that regard, but we need to get that so we can start working on the ideals. And there's something else. Oh yes, we lost another ruler, another advisor. Wasn't that just a damn shame? Oh, alright. I don't really need national unrest. I mean, the bonuses are really not the key thing here. But I want to check to see if there's anything we can do here. We could ask for money. Hell yeah, I'll take money. Curious if we can get anybody here. That would put us at a good spot. I think we might just demand admin power. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Demand admin power. I don't care if they get a little bit angry. Yeah, it's fine. I want the admin power. So we pissed off the church, but it's good, guys. I'm not worried about it. All right, so do we have this yet? We're still waiting, and that's kind of how I wanted to end the episode off, was with the peace with France. There we go. All right, so let's go and take some French shit. We are at 100% now, and that's what I really wanted to see, was 100%, so we get the most that we could possibly get from them. Obviously, we do want to take those two provinces. This would result in a bit of aggressive expansion for us, and I guess we're going to go and get that one as well. That puts the aggressive expansion a little bit higher than I want, but once again, I'm not seeing anybody that's going to cause any issues. So let's do it. I think that'll work out nicely. So we're going to go and grab those 3 provinces and anything else that we can get, because you can see that we're still pretty low on the war score here. So we can have them revoke some of their cores. That's always useful. We can have them release somebody. That would just weaken them further, which would just result in more people being able to take land from them. So that's not actually a good thing. We can have them transfer trade power. That's useful. And war reparations. We'll do that. And then with our final little thing that we can do here, what we'll do is have them revoke some of their cores on our territory. Yeah, whatever we can get. We got 10% there, or we could do money. That's always useful too. You know what? Let's do Aquitaine and then money. All right, so that looks good. That'll be 100, and yeah, that's nice. And everybody should be happy with that. Send in the demand, and there we go. We have gotten some more French lands, expanded our territory, and we have now connected our southern lands with our northern lands, which is excellent. So, yes, that's right. The clergy are disloyal. We are aware of that. Let's go ahead and do this. Whatever we can. We do have corruption issues, so let's go ahead and take care of that. Just like so. Do we actually need to burn anything off? We don't need to burn anything off. So we actually just need to get it so that it's at 0. There we go. All right, guys. So, yeah, looking pretty good overall, I feel. I think that conflict went very nicely for us. We're going to go ahead and we don't really need fortifications in these territories. So let's go ahead and turn the forts off. As far as our army goes, they're fully staffed up. Where is the rebellion most likely? Probably here, if I had to guess. Looks like we have an unrest at 13.4 there. Oh, maybe not. Over here, it looks like it's far more likely to face rebellions. All right, well, let's go here then. And we'll just have to pay attention to it so we can, start our maintenance back up, because I'm about to go ahead and turn maintenance off. I want to start stockpiling some money again. So we're going to turn these forts off. As we saw, this can be dangerous because you find yourself in a war, and even though you turn them on, because I did remember to turn the forts on, even though I forgot to turn the maintenance on. I forgot that we had the maintenance slider all the way down. So you can see that they can come into the province and take it very quickly, and then you got to take back your own fort. Those are one of the negative things about turning forts off that are on the front line, but you also don't want to pay for them, so there's that. So this was their capital fort. All right, so there's not actually a fort here. Okay, excellent. That's actually a good thing. What I think I'm going to do here, he can go there. It's fine. So that is going to be the end of the episode. We have quite a bit of money, guys, and what I think we're most likely going to do is we're going to get the 4 more transport ships so that I can transport an entire army at once. So we'll get that next episode, and we have a lot of naval force limit left, so we'll probably get some more ships as well. I'm going to build that navy up a bit, but our army could be much larger as well. We have 50 regiments right now. Just taking a look at our enemies and how we compare to them as far as the armies go. Aragon has more than us, which is not okay. We cannot allow that, especially when our force limit is so high. So we're going to go ahead and build up the army as well, and try and build up another force of about Oh, I'm thinking about 15,000 men just to have more than Aragon does. Maybe we'll do another 20,000 man army. I don't know. But that is going to be the goal for the next episode. Build up the navy, build up the army, because you never know when we're going to find ourselves at conflict with these much stronger powers where France is kind of just somebody we're picking on, just like Scotland. If we find ourselves at war with Austria or Aragon, which I think they're actually allied, aren't they? Not entirely sure, but I want to say they are. Yeah, they're allied with Aragon. So that would be a massive alliance to find yourselves at war with. Yeah, they have some very powerful allies. Look at Aragon. Denmark, Austria, Portugal, the Papal States. Look at Austria, Hungary, Baden, the Palatinate, Saxony, and Aragon. So, I mean, really it's just Aragon and the Hungarians that we have to really be concerned about. Well, actually, you need to take that back. Saxony's looking kind of mighty as well here. Yeah, they've kind of built up their lands too, so I spoke too soon. It seems that everybody serving the Palatinate, or serving the Emperor, has done quite well for themselves, because look at the Palatinate. They also have expanded their lands. Other than Baden here, I don't know how you pronounce that, but I always said Baden, it's probably wrong. They're the only ones. They haven't got any land. Poor guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and end the episode here. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave that like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and thanks for watching, guys.